For the second time in less than a month, video shows Baltimore police officers allegedly planting evidence. Newly released body camera footage apparently shows officers placing drugs in a car. The alleged incident happened during an arrest in November. Officers were searching the car after witnessing what they said looked like a drug deal. Jeff Pegues is in Washington with what a defense lawyer says the cameras captured. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. The officers are accused of manufacturing evidence, and the public defender's office says that all you have to really do is look at the police body camera video to see it.
What are you stopping us for? What you mean step up? What are you stopping us for?
Body cameras were rolling during a traffic stop last November. The video shows Baltimore police officers searching a car for drugs. As one of the suspects is arrested, he accuses the officers of harassing him for days.
You crooked. You shut up. That's what you do.
According to the public defender's office, the officers found nothing in the car until turning their body cameras off. When the cameras came back on, an officer is seen squatting by the driver's side of the suspect's car, apparently unaware that he's being recorded. He then stands up and steps back. About 30 seconds pass, another officer approaches the car.
Did anybody check this?
That officer then squats down and pulls out a bag of drugs.
Frankly, when it's your word against the police, it's quite an uphill climb for a lot of people in Baltimore City.
Attorney Joshua Inslee says the footage absolves his client Shamira Collins, who was facing drug charges after the incident.
She didn't think anybody would believe her, but the cameras were all rolling, and she ended up being vindicated.
The Baltimore police said in a statement, anytime an allegation of misconduct is made against an officer, they take it seriously and investigate it fully. This is the second time in recent weeks Baltimore officers have been accused of planting evidence. Body camera footage released about 2 weeks ago involving different Baltimore police officers allegedly shows drugs being planted in a backyard. The investigation into that incident is ongoing. The case against Inslee's client has also been dismissed, but he says this is not the end of their legal fight.
She lives in the city. She doesn't want any trouble between her and the police, but she feels like, she had drugs planted on her, and she definitely wants justice.
With these recent cases coming to light, the concern is that this is more of a common occurrence than originally thought. Last night, Baltimore Police Commissioner Kevin Davis sent a memo to officers reminding them that they are required to activate their body cameras when responding to calls and searching for evidence, and they are required to keep those body cameras on. Charlie.
Jeff Pegues in Washington. Jeff, thanks.
Police officer has been fired following an internal affairs investigation of video that appeared to show him grabbing a 17-year-old boy by his neck. The officer is being accused of using inappropriate force and violating a policy over rude behavior or profane language.
He grabbed my son, grabbed him by his neck, and my son still didn't fight with him. That hurt.
Ann Arnold said the proof is in this video. The officer with his hands around her son's neck, telling the 17-year-old to put out his cigar. When he doesn't,
You got a problem with me?
You got a problem with me?
the cop then tells the teen to show his hands.
It's glistening. Right now. Do you understand that? You know what? Let's go.
Bro, just chill, bro. Hey, don't resist. Don't resist.
Do it. I'm trying to right now.
Oh!
The 17-year-old was charged with resisting an officer without violence.
That was unnecessary. Why would you use force when he's not doing nothing? He's not talking crap to you. He's not in your face. He's not hitting you. Nothing.
Former officer Brian Livernoy, seen here in an old department photo, was responding to a battery call. During an internal investigation, police say Livernoy claimed the teen in the video matched the description of a person who threatened to shoot someone. It turns out the boy's mom says her son was unarmed.
Yeah, he has made mistakes in his life, but he didn't deserve that treatment.
The department fired the officer who had been with Largo police since 2012. The teen's mom says that's not enough.
If my son would have hit you, he would have got charged. Why you're not being charged?
Ann Arnold, the teen's mother, also thinks her son's charge of resisting arrest should be dropped.
We really don't get it that these people have all their ducks in order trying to keep us on the bottom of the totem pole. Now they come out with the bad one and the good one. And now the good one is saving face for the bad one. It was an interview on Viral Hip Hop with Harry Rosenberg, and he came on talking about how they are separate from the other ones. But you guys don't really call the other bad ones out. You let them exist. Then through the interview, he basically patched up their bad work by saying things about hip hop, how they promote the bad in hip hop, but will never let the Jewish people do the same. And it's crazy how you could say the N-word with no reaction right when we are told to have sympathy for Jews. Dave Chappelle really played these people by making his last video, and it exposes how these people really don't care about black people and its agenda. They play nice because we are simple-minded people who all we need is a simple apology, and we believe it when the actions never match. We forgot that these people speak with forked tongues and have a devilish nature and have showed it to us for 14 years. But we are victims of our own innocence. We believe that people are like us, big-hearted and kind and have morality. But we see that these people don't. Follow the actions of these people. They do not care about us. This is why they have rabbis calling us monkeys, and they're supposed to be the holy people. That's why they have no problem with stealing other people's land without the permission of God or the usherance of God in that land. They go in and take it. They created this story, and we all buy it. And their sympathetic word is anti-Semitic. When they say it, all they have to do is yell in it, and it confuses people and make people stand there and go back to innocent thinking when these people are controlling the world. Anti-Semitic is a term that deflects us from paying attention to what they do by using the Holocaust as sympathy. That is a devilish tactic. While they are promoting hip-hop that are crushing our women and our children, but have no sympathy. On the other side, they have the bad ones and they have the good ones who do nothing. So this shows the insanity in our mind, believing that these people have changed when the action shows not. They go against reparations, but they got reparations. They should side with us. The question is, why don't they want us to have anything? Why can't we talk about our plight and they can talk about theirs, but we should forget slavery, but they should always remember the past? We have been fooled by these demons who have created a whole system to defeat our talking points. Anti-Semitic. One word shuts the whole country down. When these people are online saying why they created hip-hop, because they have to feed their families, while they step on our backs and we sit there and smile with no anger and continue talking to them while they tell us they don't give a damn. It shows the minority status in our mind and how that indoctrination keeps us in the same space by getting on our knees and praying to the Bible. The God is a man of action. That's why he only helped those who help themselves. Getting on your knees is a symbol of a beggar. No man with a backbone would ever get on his knees to pray. He will put that left foot forward and walk it down, because prayer is a waste of time. Why pray when you had the thought? Shouldn't you just do it? It shows the stupidity in us and the indoctrination as we sing and dance while these people kick our behinds. Then they apologize and we go back. Like I said, we are victims of our own innocence. We are born righteous with righteous hearts, light as a feather. It's this system that makes us transition into demons as we follow these people, because we are not ourselves. This is what's making us crazy. We live with accountability. Our whole way of life is accountability. And these people took us from that because we're chasing capitalism, the thing of the devil. The thing that these fork people who talk with double speak created, and it is ruining our minds because this is not our way of life. This is their way of life. We just adopted it. Now it's time to leave and grow up and be able to walk on our own. And people keep asking me, how do we get out? The Bible told you, Exodus, we have to leave. We have to let the system fall on itself. You can't fix a burning system. You have to abandon it. But that is what people do not want to hear because they don't know how to fend with themselves because they are minority children. And that's the meaning of the word when they use it. Not small in number. You can't function without your white daddy telling you which direction to go. Look at the ending of slavery. We went right back. This is what happened when you are taken off your land and put in a place, or the second part of it, you were here and your land was stolen. That's traumatic. How do you come out of that without therapy? And we have been giving none. All they do is take, but it's our fault because we're stupid and we believe in words that they put out but carry no action behind it. It's been 400 years. They robbed us for 40 acres in the mule, and we're still thinking they're going to give us something. We have to walk away from our jobs, our titles, but that's something that we will never do because long as we say this system has a hold on us, because you need to get paid every week for you can feed your family. And that's the thing that we are blind to. But we have to create our own way of life outside of these people. As long as we're here, we will be dependents of this system or minorities, people who need to be taken care of because they can't take it themselves. We are caught up in this word game, and now it's time to leave. Leaving is freedom. Exodus, meaning to walk away. The Bible gave us the templates, but we are too scared to follow because we are not brave enough. We have become cowards under this system as it has beat us down and taken away our manhood, and the work is still in progress. Being a man is called toxic masculinity, and the women have fall in line because they're indoctrinated and they're moving like sheep. They have no answers, so they follow the system, the very system that created the problem, and know you are a dummy, and then comes with the solution to fix it. The solution is always words and never action. And we get to singing because they eat chicken or dance with us. We are fools, and it shows we operate like children. All they have to do is throw in a hip-hop tape, pull out some hot sauce, and we're ready to vote. Minority status. People, please open up your mind and grow up. And prepare yourself to walk away because there's no other way out. You can beg this system, but it won't change. It's built to function how it has been. It's time to exit.